Hi everyone, my name's Georgie and this is my first ever YouTube video, which is a bit ironic really because I am a video producer in my day job. So anyway, my first YouTube video is going to be my first time ever making cheese. So let's have a look in the box. I received this lovely gift box from my friend Massey for my birthday recently. Om nom fresco italiano. So I'm just going to open it up and have a look at what's inside. First of all, we've got the instructions and something that looks kind of important for making cheese. A thermometer and cheese salt. Citric acid. A bit like an experiment really, isn't it? Some cheesecloth and something called milk coagulator. And the other thing I believe that we need is also some full cream milk, unhomogenized milk. So I've got some of that here. This is Tilba Real Dairy Full Cream Jersey Milk. So here are our ingredients. Let's get started. So the instructions say to measure out 30 ml of cool non-chlorinated water, and I need 2 lots of that, so I'll just do that now. So I've got my cold bottled water here. For some reason we can't use tap water. The chlorine is obviously not good for the cheese making process. So 30 ml in one bowl, 30 ml in another bowl. Okay, and the instructions say that into one of these bowls of water we need to mix in a perfectly measured teaspoon of citric acid. So that will go into here and we will mix that around. Until completely dissolved. And then into the other one of these bowls of 30 ml of bottled water, we need to put in a tablet, a rennet tablet. Now in this little container here that I received in my kit is this little packet of rennet tablets. So I've got one of them ready to go already here. And I'm going to pop that into the other 30 ml of water, and that needs to be stirred in as well. So that's probably going to take a bit of time. I'll get back to you soon. Okay, so now I've got my diluted citric acid here, and what I need to do is pour in the 2 litres of this beautiful full cream milk into a saucepan. Half expecting to see the cream sitting up the top like the old days when we used to get full cream milk, but no. Wow, that looks amazing. So here is our beautiful thick full cream milk that I'm now going to mix in our diluted citric acid. And the instructions say I need to warm that up now, and I need a thermometer because I can't let that go above 33 degrees. So we'll get up to temperature and come back to you. Just put my thermometer on the edge here, which is a fantastic nifty little device. The instructions say warm the milk to 33 degrees while constantly stirring to prevent scalding. All right, so that's what I'm doing here with my new lovely spoon my son bought me for my birthday. So we're approaching about 23, 24 at the moment. Okay, we've reached temperature, we've taken it off, and I'm going to add in the rennet now. It was cold water and it wasn't dissolving, so I sort of attacked it a bit with a spoon. So I'm putting this in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 29, 30. Spoon out. Get our thermometer out. Let it sit. So now we'll put a timer on for 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes of resting. Now we put the element back on. This is what we've got here. Wow, it's really separated. So what we need to do is put the thermometer back in, and the instructions say that we need to warm the curds up to 45 degrees while stirring very gently. The objective is to try to push the curds, the cubes of curds together and not break them apart. The curds will eventually clump together and separate more completely from the yellow whey. So this, people, is what we call curds and whey when the milk separates, just like Miss Muffet. So when we get up to temperature, which isn't too far away because the heat was trapped, even though it was off the element, the heat was trapped in with the lid on, so it won't take long. Okay, we have some clumping. Well, yeah, quite a lot of clumping. Oh yeah, okay, it's sort of sticking to itself. Wow. Okay, how am I going to get that out? Okay, I've got one. Let that drain for a second, and then pop it into my cheesecloth lined colander. Okay. Alright, so it's going to get a bit trickier as we go along because only some of it's clumped together. So that's what's left of the curds. Just a few bits that won't come through the slotted, that won't come across on the slotted spoon. And here is our sort of cottage cheesy, ricotta-ish looking mixture draining in the colander. Okay, so the next thing that the instructions say while the curd's draining is to prepare a large bowl with 2 litres of cold tap water. This time we can just use tap water. That jug's not quite big enough, so just a little bit more. And what we need to add in here is half a cup of cheese salt. So that was from the packet. Cheese salt apparently is just salt and anti-caking agent. So I've got that here. I'll just pour that in. And then we need a handful of ice cubes. And we just set that aside for the next step. All right, we're just on the final stage here. So here's our curds, which are draining, and our salted icy water. And what I've just also done over here, as per the instructions, is 2/3 full of saucepan up with tap water and heat it to between 70 and 80 degrees. So this stretching phase is the next bit that I'm going to be attempting, the most challenging part so far, the hands-on part of this cheese making, mozzarella making process. And so you're stretching it and folding it back on itself a bit like dough. I'm going to need to put some gloves on, and so then we'll get stuck into it. So the temperature is looking like I need to turn it on again. It's 17. It's going to cool down as I put that in. So I'm going to turn that back on and just keep an eye on that. So so I've put it in there. Okay, it's going to become all melty and stretchy. for 60 seconds or so. And if you've got gloves on, the water's rather hot. Oh yeah, okay, that is now looking really good. That is stretching beautifully. Oh my goodness. Making mozzarella. That's my mozzarella ball. I'll put that in the icy water. Yeah, get back to you in a sec. Take my surgical gloves off. So the texture of this cheese is a bit softer than, you know, the mozzarella that I would normally buy, but that would normally have been in the fridge for quite some time and quite chilled and firm. This has got a really lovely soft texture, but it's still very firm, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it melts on the pizza. So just having a little taste of the mozzarella now. The texture is beautiful. It's not stringy or crumbly. It's firm, but still very tender. And it's just got a very light flavour, slightly salty. I think that will melt beautifully on the pizza. And here we are now with our pizzas ready to go in the oven with a combination of just normal tasty grated cheese and my mozzarella. Looks good. Okay, so here is my homemade mozzarella on the pizza. I'm going to give it a try. It's cheesy. Good. I made this cheese. I'm very happy with it. Good luck with your cheese making adventures, people. Enjoy. Cheers.